Hey guys, it's Laura. Welcome to my channel. Today I am sharing a Bible journaling process video with you. It has been a few months since I have shared one of these. I just usually don't record them, but I do them quite regularly. And if you watched one of my most recent videos, you will know that I lost my sweet kitten recently, about 2 or 3 weeks ago now. And it has been so very difficult and hard. And one of the only things that gave me a little bit of comfort in the first few days after losing him was getting in the Word and listening to what God had to say about things like this. And so today I am journaling a passage in Luke 12, verse 6. Are not 5 sparrows sold for 2 pennies, and not one of them is forgotten before God? And I actually had Googled Bible verses on pet loss, and I found a devotional on Bible Gateway. And so I will read that to you, but first I'll explain the stuff that I've been doing down on the page. So I took some paint to my background there, and I didn't record that because it was just a quick and messy process, and then it took forever to dry. And I also added some washi tape that I have down there, and the washi tape has these cute little birds on it, and I think the washi tape is from Illustrated Faith or American Crafts Bible Journaling line, one of those that you can get at Michael's or whatever. And I also have this idea of using a tag as a flip up, so that way none of the embellishing I'm doing will actually cover any of the words here. And I usually don't mind covering words so much. I have another Bible that's strictly for reading only, and this is my place to get crafty and really explore the word and how I feel about it. So usually it doesn't bother me, but I thought for this one, because I had some writing I wanted to do, that I would do a tip in. That way I could journal behind it or on the back of it. And so I grabbed this tag that I want to adhere my photo to, and I use the Maggie Holmes Flourish line here, and I add that cute bird ephemera that is from that line. And then I also backed the photo of me and my kitten with some paper from the Flourish line, and then also that cute little blue flower there. So that is what I'm doing there. And I decided that I was going to journal some photos of my sweet kitten. And I saw this recently on a Bible journaling video for the season of gratitude. Somebody had documented a picture of their family in their Bible, and it had never occurred to me to use my Bible journaling as another form of memory keeping. And so I really love this idea of adding the photo. So that's what I did. And the devotional that I was reading, here is what I journaled. If you've seen my other Bible journaling video, you will know that I keep a separate notebook where I write my extensive thoughts on the devotional and everything that's going on in my mind and my heart about it. And then I just kind of do a synopsis or a title on my actual Bible journaling page because there's not enough room to really write extensive thoughts there. So here is a combination of my feelings and then the devotional that I read from Bible Gateway. I said, losing Oreo this week has been the hardest, most painful experience of loss I've ever had. I read a devotional on this verse that helped soothe my soul a little bit. Here's what the devotional said. This verse speaks directly to God's love for his creations, even the small and inexpensive birds sold at the ancient markets. God cares about the suffering and life of every animal in his creation, including pets and their owners. God remembers each moment of a pet's life and delights in the beauty of each part of his created world, no matter how small. This is one comfort for pet owners who have lost a pet, to know that God loved, cherished, and knew the pet as much as their owner did. God delighted in Oreo's beauty and life and existence and cared for him like I did. And that was really, really comforting to me in my first few days post-loss, when all I could do was cry. And so the idea that God cared about my cat as much as I did, and cared about his suffering as much as I did, and was looking out for him as much as I was. And that brought me a lot of comfort, knowing that God cared for him the way he cares for me, and that Oreo was not alone when he left me. And I totally believe pets go to heaven. Different people believe different things on that, but it was a great comfort to me to know that God values the animals' lives, and that he was not alone in the end. And as soon as he left me and my boyfriend, he was greeted by God. And so trying not to cry here, but that was a little bit of comfort for me, to know that I wasn't alone in my agony or my pain or my immense love for him. So I summed that up on my page here, and I created a title with some different alphas, and then I also penciled in the rest of my title and then went over it with marker, and it says, God remembers and values all of his creations. He cares about the suffering and life of our pets too. And then later I added journaling on the inside of those tags, and I put Oreo, and I said, knowing that God valued Oreo's life like I did helps ease a tiny bit of the pain of losing him. So that's what I did there. And then you'll see right here, I also add another tag to my little tip-in cluster here. And one of my Scrap My Stash challenges for June, if you check out that video and you see the kit that I'm using this month from my stash to use up my stash, one of my main challenges was to use up my gift tag things for scrapbooking, because I have so many of them and I never, ever use them. So this page, I actually managed to use 2 of them. So I was excited about that. And I do end up adding a cute little phrase to the front of that tip-in where the picture of me and my cat is, and it's from that Maggie Holmes line again, and it says moments spent together, because it's a picture of me and my kitten. And then, here I'm just decorating the back of that tag cluster, some more washi tape. I end up using a washi tape that says God is love. I'm not sure if that ends up in the video or not. But I try to write his name here, and I totally mess up. I was a little too deep in my grief, so I end up going back and covering it up with some alphabet stickers. But here are some close-ups of my page, and I hope this has been helpful for you, for anybody going through pet loss or anybody who's gone through this kind of grief. Definitely look into this short devotional from Bible Gateway. And I hope you're feeling inspired that whatever challenges or trials you're going through, that there is something in the Bible to comfort you and to make you feel less alone and closer to God through all things, good and bad. So that is all I have for this passage. Thank you so much for watching. Please make sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye!